got to do is replace the sensor, the temperature sensor on my 2009 BMW G650GS twin spark. So the reason I'm changing the sensor is because I think maybe it went bad last fall and I just didn't realize it when I was riding home from work a few times. When I stopped stoplight, when it got hot, the motorcycle wanted to die, cut out on me a little bit. When I went to take off, it didn't want to. I had to give it high revs to get going. So I did some research, found out that they say either maybe you check your connection on your battery, and the battery is fine, and then the other step is maybe your valves need adjusted. So I took it all down, checked the valves. All four of my valves are on the low side of the spectrum, so either both the intakes were tight and both the exhausts were tight. So I re-shimmed them with the proper shim, got them back up on the open side, and one of them I think is right in the middle. But anyway, so after put it all back together, started it up, well, the fan wouldn't come on, and that's when I noticed, like, oh, the fan's not coming on at all, and it don't take very long usually when you start it up to let it idle, fan kicks on. So did some testing, jumped across here, jumped the fan works fine, which is good because a new fan costs about $390 before tax and shipping. And what I'm using is I don't know if you can see it very well, I don't want to move my camera yet. It's a 22 millimeter and it's a deep well socket, and it does fit over that plastic shroud. It does fit over the plastic shroud on the sensor when you're going in from the back side. It's a little snug, but you get a little push and it goes right in there. So I'm going to take the old one out. I don't know if it's going to leak any fluid out. I tried to look online to see if anybody had any recommendations, if it's going to lose any coolant or whatever. So this is kind of new to me. So I'm hoping it don't leak a whole lot before I can get the other plug back in. I got a swivel on the socket because my engine protection bar is kind of in the way. So it looks like she's loose and she is dripping. So a little bit of fluid, there we go, yep. So I'll get this back in, and there you go. I didn't lose very much coolant. There is a crush washer on the inside of that plug, the sensor plug. I don't know if you can see it here or not, but it comes with a crush washer. So there it is. Now I just gotta figure out what to torque it down at. I think I'm gonna go slow and go maybe for 10, and see if I can find some literature. I don't have a book telling me, so tighten her up a little bit. It looks like a brass fitting, so I don't want to get it too tight. And there you have it. So I'm gonna shut this off, find out what to torque it at, and then torque her down and start the bike up and see what happens. Okay, it is. That was a good guess. I guessed at 10. That's what I looked up online shows. So I know using an extension and a swivel kind of changes that a little bit, but I got my meter, my gauge set, or my torque wrench set for 10. And 6. A little nervous. Only because it's brass. There's 10. Okay, there's 10 Newton meters. So now we will plug her in. This plug only goes one way, I believe. Yes. So there's 4 prongs inside the sensor, but only 2 looks like on the plug. Okay, she's plugged in. So now we will see what happens. And there's the plug right here. I have the motor running. Fan's not on yet, but I just started it, and it's cold in here. It was about 50 degrees when I came in the garage, so I'll take a little bit for the engine to come, for the fan to kick on. But in the summertime, a lot of times it don't take but a few minutes for a for the fan to kick on if it idles. They recommend you don't let it idle very long. One of the things you have to let it idle for is for the oil temperature to come up before you can check the oil level. So anyway, hopefully the fan kicks on here when she warms up a little bit, and I can put the skin back on her and see what happens.